My bad, y'all. I got cut off by mistake. Let me see if I could share the live. I don't even know who was in it just now. Red Flower, Kathy. I'm gonna just send it to who was with me already. Alright, so I'm back again. Let me do the intro again, I guess. So today I'm wiring in my Spark intro again, I guess. So today I'm wiring in my Spark my ignition coil harness and my two-step. Yeah, I don't know, it's fucking stupid, but shout out Curvin in the building. Appreciate you joining in, family. So yeah, let me do my intro again. Alright, so today I'm wiring in my two-step box. I already did all the wiring pairing to the actual unit itself. I wonder if it's because my Wi-Fi is too far. Let me know if it gets better. That's fucking weird. Weird. I think this phone is just ready to be retired. Okay, alright, just making sure. It's better on this side? Yeah, because it's closer to the house, so it's got more Wi-Fi. So I'm going to put my tripod on this side. So yeah, so what I'm doing today is putting in my MSD two-step and taking this old burnt out ignition coil connector out, replacing it with this new clean connector, and then on the two-step side replacing this burned up connector with this clean connector. So that's what we're doing today, just to give you guys a background on what's going on. Everybody, don't forget to tap the screen, share the stream, join the team. Any questions you have, drop them down in the chat and I'll get to them as soon as I can. Alright, so let me flip the camera. Alright, I should be able to see something. Alright, we're good. Alright, so I'm on wired, 3 out of 7? Really 3 out of 42? Oh no, I lied, we're on wire 4. The last one at the top, pink. Pink and blue. This one's just pink, but hey, it still matches. Now this is a power wire, so I gotta use a bigger gauge terminal on there. Now this one I'm gonna make sure, I might even take this one because it's a hot. So let's cut this one out. Everybody joining in, don't forget to vibrate higher every day. Also, don't forget to tap the screen, join the team, share the stream. Sunsets pass. Now this one I'm gonna have to use a bigger. Well, I'm gonna use one heat shrink and I'm gonna tape it because it's a hot, so I'm not playing no games. Hey, we don't play those games over here. So now I gotta find another heat shrink. This should work. Use my, I'm not using any old tape. I am using, what is it, nylon wire harness tape? I'll show you guys what I'm using. Dang, I had it earlier. I got a roll inside, but I had one. I just used some. Got what I used it on. Alright, I'm gonna just go get the roll from inside. I don't feel like wasting time. Alright, I know for sure I had one this morning because I was talking shit. And I actually remember what I used it on. I used it on the two-step. But I use this. It's not regular tape. So it's not gonna, like, this crap here. This is a regular electrical tape. And even the good one, even the Scotch and even the 3M, with heat and time, they get gummy and they get all that bullshit. F this. Wire harness tape. And I'm only gonna go one, all you need is one time around and you're good. I don't want ever have to worry about it. I'm gonna have to do a thorough check of my engine bay because I know I had that tape. Oh, it was under my phone. Okay, it was right here. Alright, so we're good, we're good. Your boy says I'm a good tech. I appreciate it, bro. Trust me, I learned by doing it. Some the hard way, a lot of listening to others, but we all learn at our own pace. Put a little bit off of this one. Damn, did that shit hit the floor? Uh-oh, Lex the Ruler in the building. Shout out to Big Lex in the building. Appreciate you joining me. Still waiting on the rest of your parts. I think they should be here by Wednesday. I'll let you know. So we'll do one heat shrink. And pop this bad boy on here. happened to my copy-free music? No, not the little one. I see you. Let's get some copy-free music going, copyright-free music going on. What is happening? Oh, it's still going. Hey, that ain't copyright-free. Gotta get that out of here. Let me play that mix. What a mix. I appreciate everybody tapping the screen, joining the team, and sharing the screen. All gifts are wonderfully appreciated. I have to catch you when you go live. You go live, Lex? Oh, well, you can get another account and start over, bro. Not yet? Alright. Well, Lex, if you ever do go live, make sure you share it with me. I might not catch it all the time, but I'll catch you one day. Well, Lex, if you ever do go live, make sure you share it with me. I might not catch it all the time, but I'll catch you one day. Now you gotta show the support. Live collab and I'll figure it out on live. Alright. So that's about it. I even got, see that little piece I cut was too much. Cut the rest off. I don't want it too bulky. Alright, let's see what you got going on. You're gonna have to give me a little more details on your issue, bro. While you do that, I'm gonna do another wire. Let me know what the issue is. I can let you know what I think, and you can test what you gotta test. red, but who cares? I could literally cut these last 3 wires and be fine. So I'm gonna do that. Since the colors match. Out of there. Like what, a backfire? If you're getting a backfire, yeah, if you're getting a backfire, that's usually timing related. So I would think distributor, cross wire, yeah. Something timing related. Cam sensor, crank sensor. Yeah, but you gotta make sure you got it set right. If it's 180 out, you can set it wrong. If it's 180 out, it'll run like shit. But yeah, I would look into timing, like anything dealing with timing. And I only know that because I used to fuck with Hondas. Yeah, when I had that problem you're having, I actually had that problem on one of them. I used to have DA Integras. It was the module inside, I guess the ignition module or something inside the distributor, and that's what was going bad. And I've had it happen to me twice. And what would happen is, it wouldn't rev past a certain, it'd be like it was in lit mode, it wouldn't rev past, and it would have a little backfire. But on my box Chevy, if you had that way out, it'll definitely run like shit. Like get you backfires, no power. So that's why I would lean, if you just said no power, yeah. Look into the distributor. You might even need a better quality distributor maybe. Or you gotta make sure you got it set right. But I would definitely lead anything timing related, that is your issue. That or a really bad vacuum leak. Great minds think alike. Yeah, I would definitely check base timing. Yep. Line it up TDC, make sure everything lines up. And then if everything's good, because 1.2 will do that. Funny story, I'm gonna tell the story. That LT Camaro I had got it, I don't know, like 500 bucks, something cheap. It was non-running when I got it. So I forgot what I did on it. I think it needed an Opti spark. But I ended up figuring out it wasn't getting spark. Well, it needed an Opti spark. So I changed the Opti spark. And I was able to get it running, but it would barely run. And then when it ran, it's like even with full throttle, it would build up. And I was able to get it running, but it would barely run. And then when it ran, it's like even with full throttle, it would build up RPMs, but slowly. So I ended up having the car at somebody's house and I had to move it. So I ended up moving it to my friend's house to work on it on his concrete or something. I forgot. You know what it ended up being, and I ended up finding it out. And this is before I went to tech school or any of that. This was just me with like street knowledge and like research and whatever. The freaking, alright. So the Opti Spark runs off the camshaft. And the camshaft had a little gear that stuck out the front to spin the Opti Spark. Well, that gear had a keyway in it. And that keyway, they had it 1 tooth off on the cam. So they basically jammed it in 1 tooth off. So it was, no matter how you set the Opti Spark, it was always a tooth off because it was off from the camshaft. Man, that ripped me a new butthole trying to figure that out. But I finally did figure it out. So yeah. I always start with base timing and work from there. Especially if it's something that, you know, you got it. If you got it and you didn't know what condition it was in before, that's kind of a good way to, you know, start. That's a good ground. It's a good starting point. Right. Yeah, well, if your base, yeah, like you said, if your base is off, you're just gonna be off, period. So, yeah, I would go with, you know, check all your bases with your timing, and then after that, I would think about maybe another distributor. Unfortunately, the lower brands are not as good as they used to be, so cheaper products sometimes you don't get the quality. Like back in the day, you used to be able to get some cheap shit and it'll work, at least for a little while. Now it's like Dorman. I used to think Dorman used to be yeah, that'd be dope. Yeah, just share it live or tag me or whatever. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Anyways, 2 more wires. Let me do these 2 wires. It sucks I can't put you guys on the other side. The video looks a lot better on the other side. And the stupid music, don't know if I want to be high or low. Alright, 2 more wires to go. Yeah, I got you, bro. No problem. You got any buddies that's in the cars, make sure you share the live with them. Shout out to everybody in the live. Don't forget to tap the screen, share the stream, join the team. Any questions you have, don't forget to drop them in the chat. I'll get to them as soon as I can. is a bigger terminal on the black because it's just as big as the other one. I'm gonna just double it. I'm not gonna tape this one. What I'm about to do, since I finished that connector, I'm gonna make sure the car starts. So the box did power up, but I didn't hook up the trigger, which I gotta see. I'm actually gonna do some complicated shit where I wire in a relay to zero out the IAT, so then I have a whole new map that I can tinker with to edit my spark retard and stuff like that. So let's see if she runs. I'm probably gonna open up the dump so you can hear a little cam. to the music. Oh. Speaking of music, let me take all this crap off the engine. I mean, it'll be fine, but I don't need anything falling down anywhere. Alright, one out of... Alright, I think that's about everything. Let me check before I heat this car up because this thing get hot. I mean, I'm not going to run it that long anyway. Before I heat this car up because this thing get hot. I mean, I'm not going to run it that long anyway. Let's crank it up. Alright. Well, at least something's alright with it. How she sounds closed up. Abundance Risings, love. Appreciate you joining in. Alright, so now I kind of want to hook up the... Alright, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to look it up. I think all I got to do is ground that other thing and it's going to activate. Let's see if we can do a little two-step real quick. The tune isn't gonna let me pop flames, but I just want to see if I want to make sure the box works. Because I don't have to do that other connector if it doesn't work. So if it works, then I can do the other connector. If it don't work, then it's trash. So MSD, two-step instructions. Okay, so give me 1 second, love. I'll show okay, so give me 1 second, love. I'll show you. Damn. Give me 1 second, love. I'll show you. Damn. $87.33. Control. Alright, ground. So I'm gonna ground this one wire and let's see what happens. Alright, before that. Alright, love, so today, and I gotta be careful because I don't want to end the stream again. So today I decided to wire in, it's called launch control, two-step. I don't know if you see the videos where the people do, they press the button and you hear the car go bop, 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 and then shoot flames and stuff. That's basically two-step most of the time. So I have two-step, but I had a fire, and ever since the fire I never put it back. So I had a burnt up connector here, and then this connector that I just put in, you can see the new connectors there. I just put this connector in, and that's coming off my engine. So where's the old connector? I know I had it. I don't know, I probably tossed it. So yeah, so and then I just tested it out to make sure it works because it was burnt up, so I didn't know if it was gonna work. So now that the car starts, I'm gonna put a ground on this wire right here. Oh, I already even got a connector on there. I could literally use one of my grounds for my lights, I think. Oh, I already even got a connector on there. I could literally use one of my grounds for my lights, I think. If it's the right, yeah, I'm just gonna use my thing. I'm gonna ground this out maybe right here. I'm gonna ground this out maybe right here. And then after that, we're gonna see if we get some two-step. And then if it does work, I'm gonna shut it down and I'll fix this connector. And then after that, I was trying to smooth out these vents because I cut the holes out, but you know, I kind of did like a rough draft. So I was gonna like smooth out all these little areas, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that because I do kind of want to wash her up because there is a meet. It's a barbecue slash block party slash car meet going on today from like 2 to 9. And I was debating either going VIP and I'll be there all day or going kind of late, like maybe around 6, 7 when the sun starts going down. But it's cloudy today. I mean, it's sunny. It looks sunny, but it's kind of cloudy. So I don't know. I don't really like being out in this car and in the day. It's hot. So yeah, so let's ground this wire and then let's see if we get some two-step. So let me see what I got. I might even have something. Dang. I'm trying to see if I got something I could just stick in there real quick. Alright, I'm gonna just use my I gotta use my kit. So I'm gonna set you guys up on the stand again. I appreciate y'all talking about my talents. I appreciate it. Appreciate all the good energy, all the good vibes. Anybody with anything negative to say could go kick rocks. Those be the people who don't even build shit. Who's calling me? Scammers get scammed. Y'all seen that where the scammer got, they was getting the scammers? That was funny. I appreciate you. Yeah, because a lot of guys, they just know how to do it, you know? And like, even me, there's certain things that I'm not really a good teacher at, but yeah, I know what you mean. They know how to do it, but they don't know how to tell people how to do it, but it just is what it is. Oh, shout out Noonie in the building. Hey Noonie, how you doing? Appreciate you joining the live. Alright, so damn. You don't need no rundown, right? You don't need no rundown. You don't care about cars that much. I'm hiding in a it be like that. Alright, so let me ground this wire and we're gonna see if we get some two-step going on. These come in so handy when doing electrical, especially when you gotta test something in the back of the car and in the front of the car, and not gonna lie, you guys make me almost, especially your boy, you almost make me wanna look at one of my old tunes when I had the two-step setup, and then kind of integrate it with my tune now, just so I could shoot a few flames for you. But I still gotta wire in that other connector if it works. So we should be good now. I'm gonna crank it up, and let's see if we get some two-step. Well, it works. You don't gotta do all that extra, bro. Just get where you need it. I know, but if I'm going to a car show, what's the point of having two-step if I'm not? I don't know. We'll see. But it works, so that's a good thing. I'm gonna do it one more time, but open up. I left the key in the trunk, so I couldn't open up the dump. Got one little pop. What's up? Alright. Everybody on the internet. Alright, so my two-step got one pop. So I'm gonna finish wiring that other connector. And then maybe I'll fuck with the tune a little bit. Even though my relay for what I want to do hasn't come yet, I can just easily do a separate tune, save it separately, and then when I'm ready, revert. So, oh, shout out to everybody sending the gifts. Appreciate y'all. Don't forget to tap the screen, join the team, and share the stream. I see India look like did she join the team? I see she sent the heart. Appreciate you, Noonie. Big Cuzzo in the building. Oh. I don't know who's, let them cook. Appreciate y'all, alright. So, and then I still I will have to wire in the trigger. Oh yeah, for sure, bro, I appreciate it. No problem. Alright. So, I'm gonna get back to wiring. At least with this next wire I'm gonna do, I don't have to do it back here. I mean, I already took the wires in, so I might do it back there, but... Oh! Well, I'm glad the MSD box still works. That would have been junk if it didn't, but... And then, with the MSD one... There's really only 2 wires that I want to replace. Man, fuck that MSD coil shit. Bro, this car made over 700 horsepower with stock shit. Why would I go get MSD coils, bro? What? What? You ever seen the guy like... Man... Ain't worried about no MSD coils. Stock shit, bro. Run it. Who wanna run it? Who want it? Who want it? Who want it? Anyways, like I was saying, on that connector, what did I do with the replacement? I'm gonna put everything over here. Damn, is Nisi still in the building? Yes, she is. So yeah, this is the connector that I took out. As you can see, there wasn't much there. He said, I don't want no beef. I hear you, bro. Alright. Damn, I grabbed the wrong connector. Dang, I don't know what I did with the connector. Oh. So what I may do, right, instead of replacing all of these, I might replace the 2 or 3 on top that got burnt, and then the 4 on the bottom or the top, I might back them out of this connector and put them in that connector, so I don't even have to do all the wires. I'm gonna just literally use the same wires over. We'll see. So I gotta see how they even release. Come on, string light. Yeah, see, they just have a little thing I gotta push up, and then they should come right out. So it'll be a lot easier to back a terminal out and pop it in versus doing all those non-insulated connectors, especially if I don't have to. The other ones, those wires were crispy. That's why I cut them back until I didn't see any crispy. But this one, I don't really have to. Only 2 to 3 wires got burned. So if I could save a little time, it's already 11 o'clock. I have more time to maybe run a switch for my 2-step. I might. No, I can't run it with the I'm trying to think what I could run that with. Well, I already know what I was gonna do. I was gonna put my horn in the actual button on the horn, and then the horn button, I was gonna turn that to the 2-step button. Yeah, it's literally just the yeah, but I don't have I do have a clutch. I don't know, I have a clutch sensor. Yeah, but I like it to be a press, like it's a push button, like you gotta press it. Alright, love, enjoy your day, don't work too hard. I like it to where you have to hold the button down for it to be activating, because I had a run one night with an MK4 and I had the 2-step on, and I didn't understand what was going on until on the second one I glanced over at the computer and saw where it was tapping out. I'm like, oh, it's the fucking it's the fucking 2-step, and I turned the button off and then smoked them. So that's why I like having it where if you don't hold the button down and let go, it's off. I like it like that. So yeah, these 3 wires are the only wires that got burnt. I'll show you guys real quick. Yep, I learned from experience from doing it, trial and error. Yep, I learned from experience from doing it, trial and error. Cause I had a flip switch before, and it lit up and everything. So when it's light on, I know it's on. But in the heat of the moment, you know, stuff going on, you ain't thinking about that. Alright, so like I was saying, instead of changing each and every one of these wires, like these are fine, look, these are fine. It's just this one, these 2, that black, that red, and that yellow. Everything else is fine. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna I'm gonna back these out. Well, I'm gonna take a picture because a picture's worth 1,000 words. So I'm gonna take a picture of this before I take anything apart. And then I'm gonna try to back these out. Well, I gotta back these 4 out on the other side. I'm gonna back these out, and then I'll put these in. So I'm gonna start with that's the top. So I'm gonna start with the top on the new connector. I should try it on the old connector just in case I break it, but just because I got more space, I'm gonna try to get these terminals out. So let me go get my release kit. I'm gonna try to get these terminals out. So let me go get my all it is some little cheap thing I got off of Facebook Marketplace. I mean, they come in handy sometimes they don't. But I'm so used to making it work without them that whether I have them or not, but I'm so used to making it work without them that whether I have them or not, they come in handy when they're around, and if they're not around or they don't have what I need, then I just make it work. So making it work without them that whether I have them or not, they come in handy when they're around, and if they're not around or they don't have what I need, then I just make it work. So I'm gonna have my trusty picks just in case, and a pocket screwdriver. And it shouldn't be that hard to get these out. This is actually a simple design where it just has a plastic pin, like the pin goes in, and you have something going like this. All you gotta do is lift this up and it'll come right out. Boom, look at that. Just like that. So I'm gonna take out all the top ones. And then when I go on the new connector, I'm gonna go one by one. I'm gonna take a picture anyway, but I'm gonna go one by one. One out, one in. One out, one in. Hey, yeah, it would be funny. You got I got a 2-step on the hazard switch, and then they just see the lights going like this, and then blah, 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 blah. That would be funny. Yo, I did a 2-step launch on this one time, bro. I had to stop because I knew something was gonna break. That shit felt nasty. Look at this, just like that, I just saved, what, 30 minutes to an hour? Right. Now I get you. The only problem is, I couldn't find a piece of my cluster, so my cluster is just there taking up space. And since I put those LED taillights in, my blinkers don't blink. So I gotta put a resistor in there so it'll blink. So That's the only problem with that. And on top of that, the problem where I was telling you about leaving them on. But like, I can have my hazards on and not know because the cluster doesn't show and I can't even hear the click. So, but that was a good idea though. I like the idea behind it. All right, so there we go. 3 left. I got these 4 out. I will keep these for diagnostic purposes, or you never know, I might need a new terminal somewhere. Now I gotta pop the same 4 out on the new one, on the MSD, and then I'm gonna do the insulated, but the non-insulated connectors on the bad wires. Don't tell them, don't tell them. We're almost there, guys. I saved a lot of time by backing out those terminals. Alright, so now we're gonna go one by one so we don't fuck that up. Oh, picture time. Alright, now I can never forget. I'm still gonna go one by one, but trust me, pictures have saved my ass so many times. Pictures worth 1,000 words. So when I push those things down, they kind of stayed down. So now I'm gonna have to bring them back up, otherwise the terminals won't lock in the connector. That's very important because you don't need a terminal backing out, because you'll be chasing yourself wondering why you're having electrical issues and it's just a terminal that's backed out. Simple fix. you just push it from the bottom. Yep, they got it click. They got it click. At the very least, they gotta not come out when you pull them from the back. So now that one's in good, so we can continue now. Next up is purple. Shout out to everybody in the live, tapping the screen, sharing the stream, joining the team. Appreciate y'all. Y'all could be anywhere but you with me. See, this one didn't even mess up. Yeah, see that one clicked. I actually put that other wire in the wrong connector, so I gotta put it back in, back out. Back out. Push it up. We're good. Alright. 2 down, 2 to go. This red wire was this red wire. Thought it broke. Alright, just like that, the top 4 are done. Now I just got these bottom 3. Actually gonna see actually it's just the bottom 2 because one is a ground and it's fine, so I only gotta do 2 wires. This wire. Alright, 2 wires. A red and a yellow, but it's green on the new one, so I'm gonna change that. Let me see if one of those other wires were yellow. No, I dropped one. I don't know where it went. Car probably gonna eat it, but I did drop one terminal. And I should have looked for it when I dropped it, but whatever. Car ate it. So I don't have a yellow, but I do have this pink that turned yellow, so I'm gonna use that. What's the chances of the one wire I dropped being yellow, huh? probably a good chance. Whatever, I'm not gonna waste time looking for that. Alright, 2 wires to do. Yeah, I think I did one of those wires with blue. So, oh no. I'm doing these two. Not changing this one. You know what, I might use a smaller one because this was a power. I'm gonna just use it. I gotta do wiring myself. Nice. I always like halo lights. Uh-oh. I mean, it was okay. This green one comes out. I could barely fit heat shrink on this one. I'm still going to, but it's gonna be tight. take my advice. Never drop a box full of heat shrink, because then you're gonna end up with a bag like this, and not fun. Alright, I appreciate you tuning in, bro. I'm almost done with these 2 wires, and then I don't know if I'm gonna do the hood or if I'm gonna do the 2-step tune. Which the 2-step tune won't take long. I do tune through a laptop, yes. HP tuner. Building, sending the gifts. Appreciate you, Jay. I got another lock somewhere. Where is the lock? Well, that sucks. Come on, can you do my lock away? Maybe I put some stuff up, I'll find it. I just took the lock off when I was taking the terminals out. Gotta be close. I still gotta wire in the switch. You know what? I could, if I gotta see, cause I think this car came with a stock clutch pedal, and it might have a clutch sensor on it. If that sensor is good, I could put one wire. Well, I don't know. It don't have the connector on it. That's the problem. I gotta get down there and see. If it has a connector, I have the old harness though from this car, so I could hunt down that connector. Do I want to? No, but if I hunt down that connector, I could go one side to ground, the other side to the two-step, and it could be just like you said, the clutch pedal will be the signal. I don't know if I want to do all that today though. Right, plug and play, right. With no extra switch. I need to find that lock. Where did that lock go? Yeah, I'm not worried about launch time. It's really just for the fun of it, because the bad part about launching this is I don't know how long the rest of the car is gonna last. So I don't really dig it too much, and I try not to launch it too much. So I'm not really worried about it too much. I do not know where that lock is. Oh, aha! I found it! That thing was hiding right in front of the radiator. Alright. Lock back on. Alright, that's it. Some tape. We're good to go. I should have did a before and after picture. I have a bad habit of doing that. I do stuff and then afterwards I'm like, oh, I should have did a before picture. Alright, so we're gonna test the two-step again, but this time I'm gonna do a little tuning. So I'm gonna turn it down from Alright, so if I did it correctly, I think I put it at 3,400 RPM. I had it at 43 before. Alright, got a light. So I'm gonna go get the laptop. Nice. Yeah, you know what? You just gotta kind of do it, and then sometimes you get good stuff, sometimes you don't. And look, my phone battery, so I gotta get it on charge. All right, so I'm gonna go inside. I'm gonna get my laptop charger, and I'm gonna get my phone charger. I'm gonna be right back. Alright, let me get plugged in. And then after this, I'm gonna end the live. I may go live again later, like in a few minutes to an hour. If I decide to do the hood, but it's already 11:30. I think I'm gonna maybe just wash the car and chill out until the meet. I gotta see who's going to the meet. I don't know if I'm really going yet, but I'm leaning towards yes. But I don't want to be in the middle of something and then I gotta hurry up and finish to go to a meet. And I want to get some content for my YouTube, so. Alright, so I'm just gonna double check. I'm gonna double check, make sure I put the RPM at 3,400. Alright. I believe it was at 3,400 because before I had it at, I think 43, and I just switched the both of them around. Yeah, this thing is, what is this? Piece of metal on my polyurethane bumper. I don't know what the heck this is, but it kept running against my hand. Alright, so let's see what we got. So this was one of my other logs. So let's go. Alright, so this is my current tune. And what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna add on this whole line 20% more fuel. We'll start at 15%. Although the guys online say you can't read the wideband when you're doing that because it's not reading right, I found through my personal experience that even if it says it's lean and I got it to where it was showing richer, it's spooled up better. That and pulling timing. So I'm gonna add 15% there, and then I don't remember exactly where in the chart it's set, so we're gonna open up a compare, and I'm gonna search two-step, and bam, I got all these two-step, my old two-step files. The only problem is It's a completely different map. And I was running flex fuel before, but it was mainly on pump 93, but now I'm mainly running pump E85. So I'm not gonna use the whole chart. I don't even see where I added for the two-step in here. I'm gonna try another compare. I don't like this one. There was some I had, it was way more pronounced. This Alright, there we go. Alright. So this one I know it works. So I can see where I added it right here. So sorry. I'm using this as a reference to where I modify the spark table. Yeah, I don't see it in here. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just run I'm gonna just add the fuel and see what we get, and then I'm gonna log it, and then I'll be able to, I have a chart for my spark. I'll see where the spark table was, and then we'll pull some spark in that area. So let me go ahead and write this to the computer real quick. When that's done, we'll do a log. Dang, let me see if I can make this follow me. I should have another extension cord free. Yeah, I'm still learning how to tune. I really just learned on my own stuff. I have the most experience with manual, V8, with a speed density, and a wide band. I don't really have experience with the narrow band, lean, short trim tuning. Not saying I can't do it, I don't have as much practice with it. I made it easy where I got the wide band, so all I gotta do is make sure I got the right air fuel ratio. And then after that, I just gotta make sure I got enough, timing or whatever. But then there was other issues like idling and stuff like that. Oh, like you said, better rich than lean, right? All right, I'm gonna go. Phone case is trash. Well, anyways, let's do our first log. The tune has been loaded. Let's start this over. Let's close this. And let's start this fresh. Start the car. Oh man, I gotta get my key. Yeah, let me get the key out the trunk. because the wideband runs off my key, which I need to change that, but for now, that's kind of how I know the key's on. Alright, I'm gonna let the wideband heat up. It might help if I plug it in. Plug this in. Alright, once that heats up, I'll run it again. Let me make sure I got the two-step. Thanks, bro. Yeah, I had to go with the gold, boy. I had a Sparkle, but it's seen better days. Yeah, look, I'm about to do it and I didn't even ground the, it doesn't even have the input signal for the two-step, so it wouldn't have did crap. Alright, so we're good now. No, we're not. Get on there and stay. Alright, now we're good. Okay. Alright, so now I know the two-step is heated up. So alright, so let's crank this bit back up. Alright. Now I am running, I should let it go to my it's running a cold start thing. But I'm gonna still see if we can still get the spark data. But I might have to redo this. Like let it warm up and then do it. Alright, spark, advance. Alright, let's go. Alright, well that definitely doesn't smell lean at all. Whew. Yeah, that shit is lying as fuck. Alright, well. Oh yeah, look, that shit was running at the end, at 30, it went to 36. Let me save this. I'm gonna have to bump that down a couple notches. Cause that's probably why it was lean, because it read lean because it 531. It read lean because it wasn't even in the cells that we changed. Two-step test 1. So I might have to bump it down. Let me see. Let's go. I might have to bump it down to oh no, it was right on 34. Look, 34. Alright, let me see what block it was in. Yeah, look, it was touching 36, but it was mostly. Alright, so that's where I'm gonna add 90 to 110. So, and then spark we're gonna add, damn, I'm gonna pull here. But it should say cylinder air mass, not there we go. This is what I need right here. So I'm gonna retard the timing here. So 90 to, wait, that's still map. Oh, it's showing the cylinder. Oh man, I gotta have one the right way. It's supposed to have cylinder air mass on the side. This one has cylinder air on the side, but that's not. I'm gonna have to redo one of these charts because they got it. I got it set up wrong. I gotta change this to the cylinder air mass, so I know exactly what charts to do. And I know I've done it. That cylinder air mass for alright, fuck it. Let me just see what blocks it go in. Yeah, look, 70, let's see. Alright, so these 3 blocks, I guess. And then as it builds, boost is probably gonna climb up. So I'll go, where did it start? It started at 80. So I'm gonna do 80. I'm gonna go 80, 3,400 RPM. And I'm gonna just do this much. And I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do -10. Alright, so we're gonna go -10 degrees right there. And then we're gonna go this is where I added fuel. I said 90 and up, so I'm gonna add here, and I'm gonna add a little extra here, and then this I want to turn back to normal. I wonder if I probably didn't even put this in right. Let me see. If it doesn't show normally open has been affected. Oh yeah, I did normally open. Okay. So I'm just gonna copy these. Copy. Paste. Paste. And then copy. Paste. Okay, so that's the fuel, and then the spark we're gonna copy. Paste. Then I'm gonna save this as small add. We're gonna go 531 2-step. We're gonna put 1 because we're gonna count this as the first one. Alright, let's run it. And alright, and I would have to guess we're gonna get some flames after this. So on this one, interface not found. On this one, what is this doing open? Alright, there you go. Now it's writing. I was gonna say on this one I was gonna put the camera in the back of the car so you can see the flames. But I'll wait. I'll see what it sounds like, and then if it sounds good, then I'll end off the live doing the 2-step pop out the rear exhaust, since you won't see it out the dump. Come on. Come on. Come on. But this should do good. Once the turbo sees that retard, oh my god, it's gonna fucking spool. She's gonna spool it up. Yeah, I think so. We're gonna see. I'm just trying to do a little quick just in case I want to show off at the car show. I mean, 2-step is bad for your exhaust valves, so it's not really something you really want to be doing, but fuck it, why not? I guess I won't do it too much, but I'll do a little bit. All right, we're ready. So close this, open it new, Start the car. Alright, exhaust is closed. Wideband is heated up. Let's see what it does now. Alright, she built up 3 pounds. But I got it on timing. She doing something right now, I can tell you that. I don't know. We might have to, I'm gonna do a video and we're gonna have to see what she's doing. Hold on. I gotta cover up my tag because I don't want that thing on YouTube. Give me 1 second. And then it could act differently once it warms up. It's only at 150 right now. Yeah, she's still warming up. I still gotta edit my warm-up tune. I got it better, but it still needs some bugs. VE. Woo! Yeah, let me get the camera back there. Y'all give me 1 second. She's sounding good. Hey, did you see my tag just now when I walked by? If so, this is not going on YouTube. I mean, I could edit it, but... Damn, I gotta turn it the other way. I don't really want to, though. Okay. Just making sure. Alright, let me just put some over the tag and then I'll do it. Hopefully this does some good stuff because I won't be able to see. Exhaust valves. Did you see something? Yep. So what you think? You think she's ready for the show? Damn, I'll have to do a video on my phone. Alright. Alright, so she was looking good, huh? Jay, can you come take a video on my phone, please? You know what's funny? I saw the bushes move. So I'm like, I wonder if it moved or not. I'm gonna do one more and then I'm gonna end the live. Called two-step. Two-step, launch control, anti-lag. Oh, I still gotta run the switch.
Looks good, but it sounds funny.
Yeah. you know what? I got an idea. Alright, I'm gonna do it again, but I'm gonna restart the car when I do it side. I'm gonna try one more again. That thing spooled up almost 9 pounds. It looks better at night, but £9 pounds off the two-step. I'll take it. So I still gotta hook up the two-step switch, which I don't have a switch yet, but yeah, so far, I mean, I gotta drive it and see how the drivability is affected, but not bad. Not bad at all. I wish I had that on video. I'm gonna have to go on my live and like once I download my live, I'm gonna have to go on it, but the quality isn't all that, and get that snippet of the video. But until next time, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and even better weekend. Always remember to vibrate higher. Until next time, peace.